What's going on, everybody? It's Nick here, and this is your $2,000 stimulus check update video. Now, we've got lots of news to cover in today's video, but before we do that, I want to quickly invite you to hit that subscribe button below and turn the bell notification icon on so you don't miss any of my stimulus check, stimulus package update videos. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into the video. On Thursday night, President-elect Joe Biden rolled out his new stimulus plan to save the American economy. Biden is calling it the American Rescue Plan, and the price tag for this plan is a whopping $1.9 trillion, which is $1 trillion larger than the plan that President Trump just signed into law. Biden is calling this the first step to the recovery of our economy. During his speech, he outlined the key parts of that plan.
Direct cash payments, extended unemployment insurance, rent relief, food assistance, keeping essential frontline workers on the job, aid to small businesses. These are the key elements to the American Rescue Plan that would lift 12 million Americans out of poverty and cut child poverty in half.
Biden confirmed that his plan does include another round of stimulus checks for $1,400, raising the total amount to $2,000, which he's been pushing for, as well as many of the members of Congress, for quite some time now.
Our rescue plan also includes immediate relief to Americans hardest hit and most in need. We will finish the job of getting a total of $2,000 in cash relief to people who need it the most. The $600 already appropriated is simply not enough. You just have to choose between paying rent and putting food on the table. This gets money quickly into the pockets of millions of Americans who will spend it immediately on food and rent and other basic needs. As the economists tell us, that helps the whole economy grow. We'll also tackle the growing hunger crisis in America.
The checks would go to eligible taxpayers, individuals, as well as their dependents, and unlike the last two relief measures, Biden's plan includes payments for non-child dependents, including many college students and those with disabilities. It would also expand eligibility for those payments to mixed status families in which one parent is an immigrant. Some of the Republicans who have opposed the $2,000 stimulus checks have argued that people who are still employed do not need the extra money. Now, some Republicans who have opposed the $2,000 stimulus checks have argued that people who are still working, who haven't lost their job, don't need the extra money, and therefore the stimulus checks are wasteful and not targeted. But Biden responded to these arguments in his speech on Thursday by pointing out that even people who have kept their jobs and have not filed unemployment claims are still struggling because of reduced hours and cut wages.
Even for those who've kept their jobs, these checks are really important. You see, if you're an American worker making $40,000 a year with less than $400 in savings, maybe you've lost hours, or maybe you're doing fewer shifts, driving a truck or caring for the kids or the elderly. You're out there putting your life on the line to work during this pandemic and worried every week that you get sick, lose your job, or worse. $2,000 is going to go a long way to ease that pain.
Now, Biden also announced that his plan will not only extend the federal boost of unemployment benefits, but raise the amount from $300 up to $400.
We'll also provide more peace of mind for struggling families by extending unemployment insurance beyond the end of March for millions of workers. That means that 18 million Americans currently relying on unemployment benefits while they look for work can count on these checks continuing to be there. Plus, there will be a $400 per week supplement so people can make ends meet.
On top of all of that, Biden plans to raise the minimum wage.
And it includes much more, like an increase in the minimum wage to at least $15 an hour. People tell me that's going to be hard to pass. Florida just passed it. As divided as that state is, they just passed it. The rest of the country is ready to move as well. It should be a national minimum wage of $15 an hour. No one working 40 hours a week should live below the poverty line. And that's what it means. If you work for less than $15 an hour and work 40 hours a week, you're living in poverty.
Biden's plan includes $350 billion in federal aid to state and local governments and an additional $160 billion for the vaccine rollout. So what does the timeline look like for getting this piece of legislation, this stimulus plan, passed and signed into law? Well, Biden did not give a specific timetable, but he suggested that signing the plan into law is one of his top priorities and it needs to happen now.
We not only have an economic imperative to act now, I believe we have a moral obligation. We must act now and act decisively. But even with all of these bold steps, it's going to take time to get where we need to be. There will be stumbles, but I will always be honest with you about both the progress we're making and what setbacks we meet.
So that's all I've got for you today. If you like this video, let me know by giving it a like, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and turn the bell notification icon on if you have not done so already. And as always, thank you for watching.